Did you know that OLED TVs have actually been around since the early 2000s, but they didn't start gaining traction until around 2013 with the release of the Sony X900 series. Since then, OLED panels have become increasingly affordable, and the image quality has continued to improve. It's now to the point where most of the high-end TV manufacturers are using OLED panels in their flagship models. Link is in the description if you want to check the latest price on Amazon. But today, I want to talk specifically about the Samsung QN55S95F, which is a part of Samsung's high-end 2025 4K OLED series. One thing that really caught my eye about this TV is its processor. It's built with an advanced NQ4 AI Gen3 processor, which is the best in its class for this size of television. This means you'll have seamless 120 frames per second on compatible devices like gaming systems and high-end Blu-ray discs. The AI Gen 3 processor also helps to upscale lower-resolution content like streaming services, making it look almost as good as 4K content itself. If you own a 4K-enabled device but don't have many 4K sources, this feature alone is worth considering. Now, let's talk about the screen itself. Samsung has achieved an almost perfect black and white level with this panel due to the nature of OLED. This makes for an absolutely breathtaking contrast ratio that's simply unmatched by any other TV on the market. It's truly amazing. When a 4K Blu-ray disc loads up an image that contains a black background, you'll see exactly what that means. It's a level of detail and depth that few of us have ever experienced before. One of the main concerns people have when it comes to OLED TVs is their vulnerability to glare. But with the Samsung QN55S95F, that's actually not an issue. Even if the sun is shining right on the TV, there's very little reflection, which means you can enjoy an entirely immersive viewing experience without the distraction of glare. If you're in the market for a TV that can work well in a bright environment, this is a fantastic choice. Of course, we also need to talk about HDR support, and the Samsung QN55S95F delivers. The OLED HDR Pro feature works beautifully, bringing out the subtlest nuances in color that really bring your favorite movies and TV shows to life. I've watched a variety of content on this TV, from action movies to TV shows, and the color accuracy is nothing short of stunning. Another great feature of this TV is the built-in SmartThings AI interface. What this means for users is a level of personalization that's unmatched. Samsung AI analyzes your viewing habits and serves you tailored content, such as recommended movies and TV shows based on what you've watched before. It sounds a little bit like Big Brother, but it's actually really useful. Now that we've talked about some of the key features of the Samsung QN55S95F, let's talk about some of the pros and cons. One of the biggest pros is undoubtedly the image quality, which is truly the best I've ever seen. The TV also responds beautifully to the remote control and is incredibly easy to navigate. However, I do have to mention that I'm a bit disappointed in the TV's brightness. While it's not a deal-breaker, it's worth noting that this TV may not perform as well in really bright environments as some of its competitors might. In contrast, the NQ4 AI Gen3 processor is incredibly powerful, so gaming feels silky smooth. The OLED screen itself is almost completely resistant to glare. And, of course, the HDR support is top-notch, bringing color accuracy and depth that really brings the screen to life. Overall, if you're in the market for a high-end TV that offers the very best image quality, look no further than the Samsung QN55S95F. Link is below in the description if you want to check the latest price on Amazon.